Game to please.
It's good coffee.
Okay, as long as you know. Where do you live in Lakewood?
I moved out of Lakewood. I'm in Manchester.
Oh, upgrade. Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has, Rabbi Polta has two sons-in-law in Manchester. You know that?
No, I did not know that. It's a lot of people there, almost 500 people.
All right, so 500 people, that's
And
about 10 times more than we have in Boston. Am I right or wrong?
Listen, when I came, L was about 450.
That's already 500. Okay, very good. You ever see my son?
Sure. Who,
Pinchas?
Yeah. Yeah.
He got a place in Lakewood.
Oh, what place? The house place?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's it called? A duplex. It's a duplex.
Oh.
Okay, here, come David. Give this out. I'll talk to you later. Sorry, I got a job.
Say it there. That's fine. Next time, I know where to find you.
Yeah, give this out. Give this one to Jonathan. And we can study this. Okay. Rabbi Sai,
Oh, wow.
we're going to go back to the coal mines. We'll be learning about Hilchis Tisha B'Av for 3 weeks, and we're going back now, back to Masechta Shvi'is.
Just 30 seconds of unrelated.
Yeah.
I was telling my wife, it seems that the Gaza area has got a long history. It's not a new region. We seem to have always had problems from there, no?
Yeah. We have the Shabbos. We're going to see now.
So I wonder if something about the area causes whoever lives there to
I can't tell you. I'm not. You're talking about things people know, not my expertise.
But
Okay. Lamaisa, at the end of the day, we're going to start learning about the halacha of beer, and we're going to learn that there's 3 areas that we have to be concerned with regarding the halachas of Shvi'is. There are sholish artzois l'Shvi'is chalukas l'nidin Shvi'is. They have distinct halachas that are one is different than the other. And we'll have to see the maps to see it, to understand it, because as we say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And let's go through the Hagdama that he has. So before, let's go to the Hagdama of the Hagdama. The introduction to the introduction. We're going to learn in these Mishnayos, the Mishnah zu Yivur sheyesh be'eretz Yisrael shalosh mekaymes halukas bin achiv shel Shvi'is. We're going to find that there are 3 distinct provinces regarding the halachas of Shvi'is. The boundaries which were taken in by those that came back with Ezra from Babel. Then there's the distinct boundaries. We've had it recently in the Mishnayos that we learned in Masai, in Pinchas, the boundaries that we had. And then there's areas that are outside these 2 boundaries. Even let's say they're within the boundaries that were promised to Avram Avinu. What was the promise to Avram Avinu? By the bris bein hamsarim, the esa arotzois, the 10 lands, which is saying like it's rak b'shnei dinim shel shmita. Our Mishnah is going to deal with 2 halachas of shmita vis-a-vis these 3 lands. Harishon is avoid b'sada b'terech shana mashvius, that it says loy nevat, you're not supposed to work on the fields. And then, secondly, Hasheni, what's the second halacha we'll deal with? Chiyav beer bizman beer. Loy noichel. You're not supposed to eat at the time when you have to do beer. We'll describe what beer means. We already described it previously. Which places are chayiv on beer? Meaning that in order to eat it, you have to do beer. the ceremony of beer. We already explained the machlokes in what exactly beer means. Now we go into the official introduction to this parak. Mitzvah Shviyas B'Eretz Yisrael, Kedusha Rishayna, Kedusha Shniya. Is what's called the first time Eretz Yisrael was sanctified, at the time when they came in with Yeshua. Then there's the second sanctification, which was done Bizman Oilei Bavel, the time when they came back with Ezra. Kol mitzvahs hatluyos ba'aretz. We know all the mitzvahs that we have for Eretz Yisrael, the Hainu HaMitzvah Sheyesh Lam Shaychus L'Karka, which in other words means any type of mitzvah that has to do with the irrigation of the land, meaning Trumas, Maisris, all those items. Ein chayav be'el b'Eretz Yisrael, v'lo b'chutz la'aretz. There's no such thing as you have it in Eretz Yisrael. If you have a Florida orange, you don't have to take Truma and Meiser on it. So, and Yerushalmi explains, where do we know this? We know it that you're not chayiv on Trumas and Maisris because there's a pasuk in Re'eh, which we'll be getting to in a short couple of weeks. It says, Eila hachukim v'amishpotim asher tishmeu lasis ba'aretz asher noson Hashem Elokei avisecha l'chol l'rishta. So we learn now, ba'aretz ato chayovim lasis. The halachis of anything that doing with irrigation is in the land of Israel. There's no obligation to have these mitzvahs done in Chutz La'aretz. Mitzvah of Shemitah, which is a distinctly different type of mitzvah, it's explicitly in the Torah, She'eina celebrates Yisrael. Because that's a different pasuk. It's a pasuk at the end of Vayikra and Pashas Bahar. Shenem, it says in the Torah, which means avodas haaretz, working on the land. And we learn out that that's coming, and this is an inyan for the Paris, that it should have a Kedusha Shviyas, that you're not supposed to go ahead and be mafsidit, or not to do any type of merchandise with any type of Paris of Eretz Yisrael. Now, when we talk about Eretz Yisrael, what are we talking about? We're not talking about the green line. We're talking about Stam Eretz Yisrael, the Derech Klal, HaKavona, La'aretz, Asher Evtiach, Hashem La'Avram Avinu, B'Bris Bein HaBsarim. And where does that come from? That is Minahar Mitzrayim Ad Hanahar Hagadol Nahar Pros. That's until the Nahar Pros. Where is the Nahar Pros? Here is the Yamamelech. You have the Nahanor from Eretz Mitzrayim until, where is it here? Nahar Pros.
Brother might have another copy.
Here, you want another copy? Here, take.
Oh, thanks.
Here, you give him. There's another one. Right. Get the right page here.
I don't see it calling out nor.
I don't see here Nahar Pros. Okay, that's what it says. Ad Nahar Pros. Maybe we'll describe it.
Oh, there it is. In the far right.
What?
The upper right corner. It's faded out. Nahar Paras. Oh.
Where?
The
Upper right corner.
On the Hapros, right. From here to there. Okay, very good. I looked at go to find it all the way up there. Okay, fine.
That's all part of Eretz Yisrael.
This is all the Nichal B'Zeh Eretz Eser Amim. But this when it was a promise to Avram Avinu by the bris bein absarim. We're going all the way back to Parshas Lech Lecha over here. It doesn't mean all of this, because at the end of the day we didn't get all of this. The reason why it's mentioned here is because this is the eretz of the Esa Amim, the ten Amim that are mentioned in Parshas Lech Lecha, which you don't have anywhere else in the Torah. It's only by the bris bein absarim. You got to take a chumash. There's a chumash here on the bima, and you can see in Parshas Lech Lecha there's 10. You can count it out right before the end of Parshas Lech Lecha, right on the top of the bima. Nope. Okay. What are they? V'hainu shnichul b'avtochazu gam eretz Ammon and Moav ve'Edom. The eretz of Ammon, Moav, and Edom. The eretz of Ammon, Moav, and Edom. 3 more lands. V'kedushasa eina legabi dina miyuchodim ela b'zeh she'ashchina sharisha. This is nothing to do technically about Kedusha. Meaning, even though it's promised to Avram Avinu, it means that that's where the Shechina is Shaira. That's how he explains it. Meaning, this is brought down by the Kafta V'Ferach, that these Eretz Ha'amim, these 10 are the Kedusha of the Shechina. Not the Kedusha mitzvahs, because these other 3 lands, or even 5 lands, it all depends how you do it, is not the Kedusha of the mitzvahs of the Torah, but it's where the Shechina is Shaira. Aval Hadinim and Ahagabah could go through Maestros with Shar Mitzvah Tluis Baritz. All those halachas that we have, the famous halachas of mitzvahs Tluis Baritz like Truma and Maisa, Ein Nahagim Ela Acha Shenisyashu Ba B'nei Yisrael, that it was only after Klal Yisrael actually settled in Eretz Yisrael, La'acha Shenichbish Ayidei Melech Yisrael Oinovi Oimidas Rov Yisrael.
Meaning, if the Yidden are not there, then
before the Yidden came there, it didn't have a Kedushas mitzvahs.
Is it tied to the people being there?
It's tied to the people being there, and not only is it tied to the people being there, it's tied to the Chalukas Haaretz as well. We know that most of the mitzvahs Hatluyas Ba'aretz, with the exception of several, are halachis that they only received at the Trumas and Maasros only when they actually divvied out Eretz Yisrael up to the Shvatim. Otherwise, it didn't have it. So what are these 10 Arotzos? And you never find it anywhere else. That's called Kedusha Shechina. It's brought down. Chaim, other places. Because it has, Rabbi Shalom said it has it. But La'asad Lavoy, when Mashiach comes, we'll get all 10. L'chein, therefore he says, when Yeshua captured Eretz Yisrael, when it's Yashua Aretz Hayidei B'nei Yisrael Sha'olam Mitzrayim, this Kacha Aretz V'mitzvahs Hatluyas Ba V'Kedusha Zunikris Kedusha Rishon. That's called the first sanctification. Now, he brings down over here from the Rambam in Hilchos Trumos, she'afal pi sheYeshua leKadosh Kol Eretz Yisrael. He didn't actually capture it physically. Mikol Mokem Hipul Gorolis Hu Bezdin Al Kol Eretz Yisrael. We know that they did lots. Kidei she'al Kol Shevet v'Yikru Chelku Lo Yikibush Yochid. It's not considered a Kibush Yochid because Kibush Yochid Lo Shmoi Kibush. Which basically means, at the end of the day, there was Kibush Yachid as well, which we're not going to be dealing with. There's Kibush Rishayna, there's Kedushas Rishayna, there's Kedushas Shniya, and then it's Kibbush Yachid. What was called Kibbush Yachid? There were certain lands that David HaMelech on his own initiative decided to capture, and it made Eretz Yisrael very, very large. That we don't count. That's Kibbush Yachid.
It has any Kedusha?
Huh?
It has any Kedusha?
No.
It's the Havla like.
Maybe at that time when he did it, they did do a makbid. We don't talk about it. We talk about Kedusha. We talk about two Kedushas: Kedusha Rishon and Kedusha Shni.
Was the Kedusha Rishonah, did it leave when the Yidden left?
Well, that's what we're going to talk about. There's a big difference between Kedusha Rishon and Kedusha Shni. That's exactly what we're going to be dealing with here. And therefore, that's why this whole Agdama. We're in the middle of, we just begun to fight, like they say. Like we just now had, when Klal Yisrael went into exile after the destruction of the first bayis, through Nebuchadnezzar Aroshan, is batla oisa kedusha. That kedusha was nullified. The kaimelan kedusha rishon and kedusha rak l'shaita. It was a temporary kedusha. During that period of time, when we were in the diaspora for 70 years, there was no obligation of mitzvahs hatluyus ba'aretz, like b'deraisa v'lay b'derabbanan b'mitzvah hatluyus ba'aretz.
So you know the pasuk says Shavsa Aretz, like the text.
That has nothing to do with Shavsa Aretz when Klal Yisrael was there. But once it was in this battle and they went into Golus, as far as we're concerned, Eretz Yisrael was like the United States of America.
I think doesn't the pasuk say that when they get kicked out, then the land is going to rest? It's going to be.
Yeah, because there won't be anybody inhabiting.
But it's not a real kiyum of Shemitah.
No, it doesn't mean the mitzvah of Shemitah. No. Now we come to the more important situation of Kedusha Shniya, which is more important, but it was much more smaller. Kishala Ezra v'Siyata miBavel Eretz Yisrael b'Yishniya came up a second time. Chazu v'Chsiku b'nei Yisrael b'Har b'Krachim. They went and they took over many different areas, cities. V'Chazu v'Kitchu b'Kaimis Elish v'Siyashu v'Chsiku Sham. And they once again sanctified these places wherever they inhabited. V'Zel Kedusha Shniya. Now, it's interesting to say it's not so simple. Pashtus, you say, okay, it's permanent, but we're going to see it's not so simple. We'll talk shortly that it's not a question, it's even a question whether this is a deraisa or derabbanan. And it says, we make Ezra, Kitchu rak ha'mekoymish chsiku behem b'aliyosam hashniya. Only those areas. Even though it was a much smaller area, if you look at the actual map that I have here, you'll see there's this around in the center. There's dotted lines around a certain area, right by Surya. You see the dotted lines to Bashan, to Moav, and then by the Negev. It's a very small area. That's the area that was Kedusha Shniya. So he says that only those areas that Ezra actually inhabited. Even though it was a much wider area, Kedusha Rishayna, by the times of Yeshua, now it comes out that as far as we're concerned, the Kedusha Shniya was much smaller area than the Kedusha Rishayna. Minatayra, only that small patch of land is considered Kedusha. That even though Minatayra it doesn't have a chayvus, but we were machmins vis-a-vis several situations that we are midrabanon also makbid on the kedusha rishon as well.
Where's Kedusha Rishon?
It doesn't have kedusha rishon. The kedusha rishon you're going to see is all the way up by. It doesn't have the exact dimensions, but it goes all the way to Boshon from the bottom over there by Nahar, and basically it's a much bigger area going east.
It goes all the way to Nahar Cross?
Going east. No, it doesn't go not to Nahar Cross. No. It goes, you'll see over here, it says Chutz La'aretz over there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he doesn't have over here, Nahar L'Fnim is considered Chutz La'aretz. So it's wider along the, why he didn't put in here in the map, the Kedusha Shniya of Rishona, I don't know. There's no outline here. If you go into Natscroll, you can look in the back of the Chumoshim. It has, or you have by the Pashas, you have the whole thing. Eretz Sichon, Eretz Moav, all those areas. See, Moav is here. Well, it doesn't even have Moav here.
Yeah, moves here.
Moav's here. So you have above Moav the was. Above Moav, I think more to the east.
Kedusha Shniya did not leave with the Korban?
I can't hear you.
Kedusha Shniya did not leave with the Korban?
No.
So what was the catalyst for
We're going to see now. That's exactly the question. You're asking a question. We said the first Kedusha is temporary. What's with the Kedusha Shniya, right? So that's the next piece. You got to give me a chance. Uber Kedusha Zu Ashniya, vis-a-vis the second Kedusha, which is a smaller area. Nechulku atanoyim and Masechta Erechin in Kitchu Gam Lasadovish Lo Yaloi Hefsik Oilam. Is there a permanency to it? Like Shikitchu Raklashaita. Famous Chazal is a Kitchu Lasadovi or not. The Hainu calls Man Shi Yoshu Babane Israel by a Mikdash Bane Al Tolo Al Mishchar Beis HaMikdash Hashem is Batla Yishiv Batla Gam Kedusha Shniya. It's a question in Chazal. The Kaimalan, what do we paskin? That it's taka different. Kamandom, we pass like the mandom Kedusha Shniya Kedusha Gam Laos Lavoi Ba'afila Kishiyavei Mashiach Sekenu like Sirach like Tzachoi Likakachi. You don't have to Mikadosh it. The Chensrile Latanzim Shesain. L'chein mekaymis elu shepsiko oil Bavel, those that came up from Bavel, chayovim b'mitzvah shviyas ach la'acha chu ben habayisheni min ha'torah. There's an obligation to hold these mitzvahs, even min ha'torah, not the Rabban only. El shalin and truma nechlu b'rishayim. There's all machlekes l'gabe truma about it. But we're going to go into all these questions. This is just the Hagdama. Any place that the Mitzrayim didn't go in or the Oil Bavel, even though someday we're going to get it like you have over there in the picture, all the way up there by, what is it called again? By Nahar Paros, I think. The halacha mikanim dinam k'chutz la'aretz. The din is like chutz la'aretz. Okay. The Maisa, this is the Hagdama that we have, and I don't know why he doesn't have the outline over here. Maybe I'll bring it tomorrow, the outline of Kedusha Rishona. There's some good maps on it, and we'll see it, because it doesn't bring down all the different, he doesn't bring down Eretz Sichain and all these ones that we captured, which is basically on the second. Over here you have Me'eva Yarden also. You have both sides of the Yarden. We'll have to see. We'll continue in Metchem tomorrow.